on the air.
Hi everyone, this is Gay and Gayer. We're gonna have gay sex on air tonight.
Oh yeah, we totally are. Gonna have gay sex. Yeah, I still like some of the concepts from that story.
Yeah, it sounds similar to one of the last story ideas you told me about. Actually.
Yeah.
It seemed like it had the same beats.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah,
with
besides the fact, no, the one before that. Besides that, you wanted it to be more comedy oriented.
The one, oh yeah, that one. Okay, yeah, that one. Yeah, there were some of the same beats. Like there was this character there who still retained some of Lynn's personality, I would say. Yeah, I guess I kept the good and was planning on throwing out the bad. Get some. So how you hanging, Jim?
Who the hell is Jim?
He's one of my Twitter buddies.
Tweeter.
My tweet buddies.
Tweeter.
Howard. Twitter withdrawals, huh? I hear you. You got banned again recently, didn't you? That sucks. Yeah, Snow and I have just been talking about our plans to exterminate the Czechs and the Weeaboos. Isn't that right?
Essentially.
Yeah.
You kind of left out everyone else, though.
Right.
Like the Jews.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we talked about that. You remember the once all the Americans, once we all moved to New Swabia in Antarctica, the Muslims will just wipe out every one of them. Totally.
Exactly. Plan.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the idea that we're gonna freeze to death in Antarctica. Maybe we could tweak that.
I don't know, we're humans, we'll figure something out. We're a smart species.
We'll have to figure something out.
Damn Foley monks love building their homes on these southpaw pumps. Well, best kill that monk so you can get that party. Ha! Man, those gearboxes sure are the cat's unforsaken road, as we won't say around here. Go ahead and plug her in.
So what do we do then? Do we do like that movie Iron Sky and just like launch into space from Antarctica?
I don't see why not.
And go live on the moon? Go find the Nazis on the dark side of the moon?
I mean, they're probably there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Your Nazis are like cockroaches.
Right. Yeah. They're just unkillable. They just come back.
Again and again and again.
Driving this buggy around in VR is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like I'm really driving a buggy, just without the bounciness, you know? So what are your thoughts on women? Women and their boobs? Do you have any thoughts?
Who?
Yeah, you. You got any thoughts on women? Women and their boobs?
I think that... See, that's a weird question. Because... to have thoughts on women, you'd have to believe that they exist in the first place.
So you think women are a conspiracy?
So far, I haven't seen any proof that they exist, so...
That's intriguing. You know, you bring up an interesting point.
I mean, everyone in this world, as far as I'm concerned, has a dick. And we're all gay.
Right. Well, for my part, like, just assuming that women exist, just for the sake of argument, I find that, I think that the third most erotic part of the woman is the boobs.
What are those? Explain them to me in detail so I can grasp what you're talking about.
What are the boobies?
Yes.
That's like the kind of, the bouncy parts on the chest of the alleged woman.
What?
The bouncy part on the chest of the alleged woman is the boobs. The boobies.
Well, what's that? I don't even know what a woman looks like. Okay. You're gonna have to explain this in vivid detail.
Well, I mean, imagine a woman is like a human, kind of like you and me, right?
Okay.
Except that some of them...
So it's a man. So it's a man.
Yes, kind of.
Okay. And there's a dick... they have dicks, right?
Some of them have cut them off, I think, you know?
Oh, well, you know, I always advocate for castration, so that's a good step.
It's a good sign.
In the right direction.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's okay. Some of them cut them off. It can't be all bad, right?
Right. I think that the only problem with this is that Men. Evidence suggests that men store certain things in their penis and balls. You know, like the sense of humor is stored in the penis. You know.
Oh.
So women are frequently humorless. You know.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Let's see.
Well, not a deal breaker, but
Right.
still, that does seem like a downside.
There are exceptions, though. But anyway, as we were saying, imagine a man, but then some women, not all, but some women have boobies. Okay. And this is
Okay.
like, imagine your chest, but imagine you kind of like,
Damn, son. Looks like the
you kind of
Skags
like
let the hell out of
inflated
their steam pumps capacitor.
your chest a bit to where there are like
Better start popping Skags till one of them drops
these
it.
bouncy like bags of flesh on your chest.
That just sounds gross. Also, that sounds like this inflation fetish. So, a woman just a man in the form?
Maybe, yeah. But not all women have boobies.
Well,
Some of them are.
so they're either inflated
Well, that sure looks like the capacitor I was looking
dickless
for.
chest men or just
Side question.
dickless
Is
men.
it weird when I notice the moment you pick something up, you don't have to see you in the bathroom?
Kinda,
Wait,
yeah.
is that
I mean,
weird?
a lot of them,
I'm in
like,
a spine on you, the
I don't know what the
bouncing
deal
out a
is,
friendship
but
day.
I noticed that
Well, either let's plug that pucker in.
frequently they have larger butts than men, you know?
So we're just gonna inflate the chest and butt a bit. Interesting.
Possibly,
Yeah.
yes.
So for women to exist, I feel like we have to assume that Dig Dug is real, and men just like go to Dig Dug and be like,
Men
"Hey, Dig
go
Dug,
to Dig Dug.
Can you inflate my chest and ass so I can become a woman?"
Or just the ass sometimes, or just the chest in some cases, which I think doesn't look right, but that's just me.
Interesting.
And then in some cases, none of it is inflated, and they're just like flat and skinny, all up and down. So they're
Huh.
just men without dicks in that case, I guess, you know?
Yeah, no sense of humor.
Right. Sometimes they will use... Sometimes they will grow their hair out very long and use that as a way of seducing men, like other men who haven't become women. Because I think that like they can cast a magic spell with long hair. Like the longer their hair is, like I mean you've seen Bayonetta, right? Yeah, she's a woman. And she has like insanely long hair.
Oh, I thought that
She uses her.
thing was a demon creature.
Oh. Well, it is possible. We haven't discussed this, but it is possible that women are demonic entities. You know.
Oh.
It's something that it's a possibility we should consider. You know.
Well, if that's true, that's like a huge downside.
I agree.
Well,
Yes.
looks like you got everything you need to repair that steam pump.
Massive
Maybe
downside.
we should keep an eye out for these women creatures you speak of. So
Right.
that if we can see if they're demonic entities or not, and if they are, we should probably just work on eradicating them.
It's a possibility I've considered.
Like your hero Doom guy.
Nothing is off the table. Okay. Nothing is off the table.
Pump's ready to go, man.
No.
We have to be ready
Just
for
turn it on
anything.
and watch the
You know,
sparks
we have to
fly.
look into this further.
Further investigation required.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Woo, that bounty board
Further
ought to be powered up
investigation
now.
required.
Switch her on and you should have a buttload of new jobs to take. Ha! Catch a job!
But yes, I find the second most erotic part of the woman is the hips and the butt. You know, the two are connected.
Right. So is the first part just like the stomach?
Hey, you!
Like an inflated stomach, maybe?
They don't generally inflate
Buckshots
that
just
part,
crippled my
you
last
know.
courier, Dino. I'll pay
I don't know, I
you
just
to
feel
mail
like
these
you
packages out quick
enjoy
enough.
that though.
Grab the
I
packages when you're ready to deliver them, kid.
this is complicated because I mean, you kind of got me in a box here.
So yes.
Well, I was going to say that the most erotic part of the woman is the tummy, is what I was going to say, but not. I don't want to see it inflated. It's weird.
Okay, but like, I don't mean like fully inflated. I just mean like a little bit inflated.
This is becoming very complicated because I'm not entirely sure by what means it is that the boobies are created. For example, that may not be because they don't seem to be full of air.
Not full of air?
No, not to my knowledge, which might hurt the Dig Dug theory.
Oh, I really liked the Dig Dug theory. Because that would mean Dig Dug is real, and I love Dig Dug.
Well, Dig Dug might be real, and there might be some women who do it that way. You know, you make a good point. I don't know. This is tricky all of a sudden. I gotta be right back. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's see.
New problemo.
Yes, I have another theory that perhaps the ability to care about other people might also be stored in the testicles.
Well, I mean, that makes sense to me, because, you know, you've read about eunuchs, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of terrible ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, even then, I'm still gonna tell people they should get castrated, because, you know, it's still the superior way of life.
Yes, I've met some very superior. There have been women who have defied expectations. So perhaps it's something else. You know, perhaps there's another factor I'm missing here.
Perhaps.
Like perhaps it's the boobies or the butt, the inflated female butt that causes the lack of concern for other human beings.
Wait, what's a female?
It's a word for a woman, I guess.
Oh,
In this context.
okay. I don't know, it just sounds so silly. It just sounds so it sounds like we're just putting two letters in front of the word for man or male and
Right.
making it something else. like, can you at least try to be more creative or something?
Right. And it's more complicated because there are instances of female men who are not women, you know? I believe that they're called traps.
I guess that's more creative, but I'm completely lost now.
Because traps, I guess, are like... Traps are men who will set a trap to make you believe that they're a woman. When in reality, they still have their penis.
Oh.
Yeah. The penis is still attached.
Well, I hear that a lot. Because I'm like, you should get castrated. They're like, yeah, I'll think about it. Then I'll see them right now, I'll be like, did you get castrated yet? And then the other time, the penis is still attached. So I'm just like, oh.
Right. You were deceived. You were tricked.
Kind of, I guess. I was just catching up to people. Following up, as you'd say.
Yeah. It's like, in the Fate Grand Order, which you played for a little bit, the Astolfo is one of the traps.
Too slow. Oh, go back and get more packages. Dino could have made those deliveries faster than you, and he got stabbed in the spine. For us, I can't feel my legs. Don't be such a negative Nancy, Dino.
But there's like no chest or ass on that one.
Right. He's kind of emulating, he's using the magic power in his hair, which he, as I said, he grew it out very long, you know?
Oh.
Hey, you! The bloodshot's just
But
crippled my
wait,
last
hold up,
courier,
hold
Dino.
up.
I'll pay you if you mail
Hold
these
up.
packages out quick enough. Grab the packages when you're
There's
ready
like
to deliver them.
obvious.
Obvious what?
You know, like characters that don't look like Astolfo at all, but have long hair as well.
Right. Yeah, you
Are they
bring up an
traps
interesting
too?
point. You bring up an interesting point. I can't say.
Like that Weaver fellow or something.
Well, his hair isn't that long.
No, like the big version of him.
Oh, yeah. You're right. His adult version, his hair is very long. Well, he's a powerful magus. You'll notice that. He's a magician.
So what you're telling me is that hair is magic.
Yes. Yes, hair is magic.
Huh.
Hair is a source of magical powers.
I think I should grow out my hair then. What do you think?
It wouldn't hurt. I've been growing mine out,
Do you feel any different? Can you, like, do anything?
Honestly, not yet, no. I don't have any of the magical abilities that supernatural use past yet.
That sounds disappointing.
Yeah. It is a bit disappointing. More than a little disappointing that I don't seem to be having the same effect with my hair.
Too slow. Go back and get more packages.
Maybe you're wearing it wrong.
Those deliveries faster than you, and he got stabbed
Maybe.
in the spine. Boss, I can't feel my legs.
It's kind of like, you know, I noticed like in Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game, you know, like Link has kind of longish hair, and I tie mine like him, you know. But he has far less magical powers than Zelda, you know.
Right.
And Zelda has the hair, it's longer, and she has the boobies. And the butt. So maybe there's more to it.
Right.
I'm just speculating that maybe there's more to this thing, you know, than just the hair. I don't know.
Well, I'd say like Dig Dug gives them powers, but we've kind of crossed that one out, haven't we?
We can't rule it out, man. We can't rule it out. I'm not prepared to rule anything out. Partly because I also want for Dig Dug to be real.
Right. Be a real shame if Dig Dug wasn't real and involved in this women making process.
Absolutely. Because if Dig Dug
I'd
doesn't
be like,
make
sign me up, Dig Dug. Sign me up.
Yeah, I do it too. Because, yeah, I mean, I notice a lot of, you know, perks to becoming a woman. Like, you and I played Mabinogi, you know, right? I noticed that, like, a lot of the women in Mabinogi, like, they got a lot of free shit for some reason, you know?
Right.
Like, people would just shower them with goodies.
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I did it too, even. Like, I found myself giving lots of free things to women when we played that game, you know? And in retrospect,
why you did it?
in retrospect, I don't remember why I did it. It was like there was some magic spell that I was under at the time. And now it's just, I look back and there's just a haze. It's like, you know, what was I thinking?
You weren't, maybe.
Maybe the magic turns your brain off or something, you know? Okay, this is kind of awkward, but I seem to remember that on a couple of occasions, I had a spell cast on me by a woman that seemed to make my penis longer.
Longer?
Yeah. It made it longer.
That sounds uncomfortable and stupid.
It was very uncomfortable, yes. Like,
I mean, what do you mean longer? Yours is already like 7 feet. You have to wrap that thing around your waist.
right, like a Saiyan. Yeah, well, it would go from 7 feet to about 9 feet. And it would just, it would stick straight out in front of me, which caused some very serious inconveniences, you know.
So you couldn't even wrap it around your, what?
Yeah, I couldn't even wrap it around. I just had to walk around with it just sticking straight out in front of me, you know, pointing out, you know, like...
I'm telling you, this is why you have to get castrated.
This is like a divining rod,
to get.
you know. My penis was a divining rod, you know.
Yeah, nothing good could come from having a penis.
I'm starting to think you might be right. Yeah, it makes me weak. Perhaps that's the issue, is perhaps the magic. You know, perhaps it only works on men. You know, the hair magic or the booby magic, whatever it is. Perhaps these magic spells only work on certain people, you know?
I can see that.
Perhaps having a penis makes you vulnerable to the magic.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It's like how Charmander has a fire on his tail, and if that gets extinguished with water, he dies.
Right.
Dix must be like Charmander's tail, or some shit.
Some shit like that. That makes... I think we're on the right track here, I have to say, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think we're on something.
Yeah. It's very much uncharted territory, though, you know, it really is. These things need much more study. Scientific study.
Yeah. Agreed.
Truly fascinating stuff, though, huh?
Definitely. Definitely.
Perhaps there are other possibilities we should, other topics we should discuss in this philosophical manner, you know?
Perhaps.
You and I, we're scientists, of course, you know, we're gentlemen and scholars, you know?
No, definitely.
If we do not explore these possibilities, then who will?
No one.
It seems very likely that few, if anyone, would, yeah. Right.
Right.
Few, if any, would be willing to put the work that we have put in.
Or even venture into such uncharted territory.
Yeah. Well, that's our calling in life, to stand on the shoulders of giants and look beyond. I mean, I did have that, you know, my first foray into scholarship was the documentary I did on Godzilla, you know, the in-depth research.
Oh, I remember that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Very thorough, and very conclusive.
Very professional, if I do say so myself.
Very. I really like that one line that you put in.
Yeah.
I think you know the one. Would you like mind saying it again? It's very strong and impactful when you say it.
Oh, let's see. Yes, I do believe I know the one. Give me just a moment to remember how I said it. Yes. Yeah, there would be reports. There were reports of whaling boats. There would often be whaling boats being reported as having launched harpoons at Godzilla, mistakenly believing him to be a whale. And I believe that this was likely a key factor in what contributed to Godzilla's deep-seated racial hatred of the Japanese.
Remember, we're always open.
Perfect. It's just so, like, I don't see how anyone can deny that like, this is obviously the reason why Godzilla exclusively attacks Japan.
Yeah, I think that it's pretty clear that it's something racially motivated, you know?
No, definitely. Like, if I were a giant lizard man monster thing with atomic powers, people are shooting harpoons at me, you bet your ass I'd pay attention to what race they are.
Yeah, yeah.
Bet your ass.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah. You're gonna attack me, I'm gonna attack
Just kind of...
you. I'm not getting over this.
Right. What held him back was just... He became so ensconced in his victimhood, you know?
Oh?
Yeah. So deeply ensconced in his victimhood, you know? That his acts became, in my opinion, needlessly destructive.
So it went from purposeful to just needless.
Yes, just senseless destruction, you know? At first it was purposeful, but then towards later on, it was just more and more wanton, you know? Like, there was the time when, Godzilla came to, the coast of Japan, no, this was the coast of, where was that? Right, he came, yeah, to San Francisco, yes, the coast of San Francisco. And,
Oh, I remember that. He, like, came over, and he ate, like, lots of fish.
he ate lots of fish,
Or
and he
something.
also, that was when he came wearing one of that skin-tight pink baby doll t-shirt, you know?
Oh, I remember that.
He walked up wearing that skin-tight baby doll t-shirt, and he said, "Has anyone got dick? I want to suck some dick."
Yeah, that was really weird. A really weird phase for Godzilla.
Yeah. And one of the Japanese scientists said, you know, to quote him, "Godzilla sucked dick."
Those are some powerful words.
No one came out, though, to have their dick sucked by Godzilla in that instance. And because of that, Godzilla flew into just a fit of rage. And he swam back across the sea and trashed Tokyo for, I think, the third time, or fourth.
Oh, yeah, that's totally fair, Godzilla. Gotta do
Exactly.
San
See, that's what I
Francisco.
mean. He just made
Be like-
himself. Yeah. He
Like
made
that,
himself
if you're
the
gonna trash
victim.
a city, you would have trashed San Francisco. You know?
Right. But he made himself the victim, you know, in that scenario. And he took it out on the people of Japan.
Huh. I bet he just blames them for everything now.
Well, regardless of who he blames, they seem to be the focus of his rage. You know?
Right. Like, I bet if Godzilla were riding a bike, and you put like a stick through the front tire of his bike,
Yeah.
fell over, he'd just be like, "God damn it, Japanese!
God damn it,
God
Japan!
damn it." Then he'd just like walk on over there and like use his atomic breath on them or something.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if the 5th Tokyo incident was because of something like that.
Same. I feel like Godzilla needs like someone to teach him a lesson. One of these days.
The 5th Tokyo incident, I think, was when Mothra, his longtime friend Mothra, showed up.
Uh-huh.
And said, Godzilla, you can't always be the victim. You know?
How did Godzilla take that?
He said, he was wearing the pink baby doll t-shirt, and he said, you don't know me. Don't act like you know me. You don't know me, man. You can't judge me. You know what I've been through? You know what I suffered?
That reminds me of like at one time, like his older brother showed up, Ghidorah, you know?
Yeah.
And he's just checking in on Godzilla, you know.
Yeah.
They're not very close, but Ghidorah tries every now and then.
He tries. Yeah.
You know, Godzilla's all he's like in his angsty phase or something.
Right.
But Godzilla's just not in a good mood.
Right.
Started just trashing about. And
Yep.
Ghidorah's like, I need to like calm him down.
Right.
And Ghidorah's just pinned him down, pinned him down on the ground. And Godzilla's like, no! Stop!
Yeah.
Stop!
Stop! Yeah, I remember that.
Ghidorah, stop!
Stop! Oh, Ghidorah!
And it just went on for hours.
Yeah. Stop!
Ghidorah wasn't having any of it.
Right. Ghidorah was upset. He felt that Godzilla was a shame to the family, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like that's why we haven't seen Ghidorah ever since.
Probably.
Like, it's like, I think he just wiped his hands clean of Godzilla.
Oh, dude, have you seen Godzilla recently, though? Did you see him a couple years ago?
No, what happened?
Oh, dude, like, okay, like, don't, like, whatever you do, like, you gotta be careful. Don't say this in public. You know, this has to be, like, just, we gotta keep this between us, because he'll go trash Tokyo again if he hears. But, dude, Godzilla is, like, dude, he's put on so much weight.
Did he?
Yeah, it's absurd, dude. He's so fat now.
Like, I mean, he wasn't really ever the skinniest guy ever known, but how bad is it?
Oh, dude, he's huge, dude. He's like, he's got to be at least like 2.5 times as big, weigh as 2.5 times as much.
Oh God.
As he did before.
God. Is he like almost spherical now?
He's getting there, dude. He's pushing it, you know. He's got a real obesity problem, if you ask me.
Jeez. Do you think he maybe has diabetes?
It could be. You know, people that kept trying to warn him. His doctor gave him all kinds of warnings. You don't stop with this shit, you know, you're gonna end up with diabetes someday. And to my knowledge, he never changed his eating habits. You know, he just
Munching away.
I mean, he just munched away. He didn't even care.
Doesn't even care, man. He doesn't even care about his appearance anymore.
That's what happened to Johnny Cash, you know, is he just didn't take care of his body. And he got diabetes.
Does that mean he doesn't wear that pink baby doll shirt anymore because it just doesn't fit him?
Yeah, he hasn't worn the pink baby doll shirt in a while. He might have gotten a new one, though. I haven't checked. Or he might just wear, you know, a shower curtain at this point.
Right. Alright, here, let me check his Twitter really quick. Maybe he said something about it.
See what Godzilla is.
Oh, looks like Godzilla posted a selfie of a new shirt.
Oh, what's it like?
It's a new pink baby doll shirt.
Oh my god.
Except it's like really tight on him, and you can see his nipples.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
They're just like poking through.
I remember the president tweeted about that. Like, Donald Trump needs to be careful about what he tweets. Because I remember when he tweeted about Godzilla, you know, he said, Godzilla gave a speech before the Golden Gate Bridge yesterday, looking disgusting with his nipples sticking out in that pink baby doll t-shirt.
I think Trump just got a bunch of Japanese people killed.
Hugely disrespectful is what Trump said. And Godzilla, you know, I think he vanished. I think he's on his way back to Japan.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, dude, I'm worried.
Well,
Not gonna lie.
Japan better hope they get their like army together or something.
Yeah.
And soon.
At least they've been working on that, you know. Shinzo Abe been working on the military deal.
Yeah, what are they calling it? The anti-Godzilla forces?
Yeah.
The AGF?
Yeah. And then Donald Trump's working on the Space Force, you know.
Right, because we're trying to like fend off, what, aliens?
Well, I mean, part of it is wanting to be able to... They're trying to... Part of it is aliens, yeah. And part of it is,
No, like Alien, what's it called? The one that has a grudge with the Predator.
Yeah, the Xenomorph?
Yeah, the Xenomorph, yeah, that one. That guy.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, that's part of it.
And that's the other part.
The other part is there is technology that they're hoping to use that'll make Godzilla easier to track.
Oh, that sounds convenient.
From space.
Like he just disappears for weeks on end and shows up somewhere else, you know?
Yeah. So the Godzilla response team, you know, rapid response, low orbit Team Godzilla is a big one.
Yeah, that we really need something like that. Increase our response time to Godzilla appearances.
Yeah.
Because it's not really easy to tell where he's at when he like posts selfies underwater, you know? It's like, oh yeah, he's underwater.
Yeah, a lot of fucking help that is, exactly. It's bullshit,
Yeah.
man. It's bullshit. And he just always takes it out on Japan, no matter who insults him, you know?
Except sometimes he'll be like over in Europe,
Yeah.
and you'll just like walk towards Japan over all of Asia, and just trample on everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that makes it much easier to track him. But you know, it's causing tons of damage.
Oh, just you know, unfathomable loss of property and
Just because of how fat he is, you know? I mean,
fucking
how
fat ass
big
son of a
he is.
bitch.
Yeah, don't let Godzilla hear you, man. You'll find your Japanese counterpart and eat him. Not you, your Japanese counterpart.
Yeah, I gotta watch my mouth, I guess, you know, better.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be considerate of...
The giant fat ass lizard. I mean, oh shit.
Right.
I'm always happy to take your money.
Yeah, I better end the stream right now before Godzilla fucking sees it.
Yeah. Can't risk that.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm turning this off for now.